Hello everyone, welcome you all to today's class, and today's topic is logarithmic differentiation. Okay, so till now we have studied continuity, continuity differentiability, and chain rule of differentiation, differentiation of implicit functions, differentiation of inverse trigonometric functions. Now next topic is, next subtopic is logarithmic differentiation. Okay, so first of all I want to tell you this logarithmic differentiation in which situation, in what circumstances we can use it. Okay, yeah, which type of functions logarithmic differentiation can be used. So first of all, this logarithmic differentiation we can use in three cases. First case, when one function is power of another function. It means you can say power function. Power function. So it means power function means whenever you have y equal to fx power gx. Okay, the functions like this. For example, sin x. For example, you can say x to the power x. Whenever you have x to the power n, so you write d by dx of x to the power n is n into x to the power n minus 1. But whenever you take x to the power n is any integer, n is any rational number. That is the restriction given there. But whenever we take x to the power x is any real number, and x is, of course, x is variable and the power is also variable. Okay, so it means it's just like no fx equal to x, gx equal to x. So x to the power x, sin x power x, sin x power cos x, log x power sin x. So basically what I want to convey you, whenever you have the function of the type fx power gx and you have to differentiate with respect to x. Okay, that is one case. Second case is when you have y equal to fx into gx into hx like this. Okay, so it means in case of product of two or more functions. Okay, so this is the case where you can use. Third case is y equal to fx power gx not equal to 0. Okay, it means in case of quotient of two functions. Okay, so these are the three cases where you can apply logarithmic differentiation. And now you may have the question in your mind, whenever we have product of two or three functions, then why not using product rule of differentiation? We already have studied it. So what product rule of differentiation you can use if you have y equal to u into v, y equal to u v w, right? It's not an issue. But sometimes this product is also very complicated. Okay, so it means power of something into power of something into a square root of something. So if you have various functions like this, the product rule is, it seems to be very complicated in that case. So in that case you can use logarithmic differentiation, and it is very convenient in that case also. I'll show you taking some questions. Third one is when you have quotient of two functions. Now quotient of two functions, in that case also again you might have the question in your mind, why not using quotient rule of differentiation. So again, if numerator is very complicated function, okay, and denominator is also very complicated very complicated function. So basically what I mean to convey you, numerator is product of many terms, right, and power of some complicated function. Denominator is also like that. So in that case, using quotient rule may not be the wiser option. So logarithmic differentiation will be the answer to that question. Okay. So the basically these three cases, as I mentioned here, power function. I mean one function is power of another function, then product of functions and quotient of two functions, and denominator of course not equal to 0. So it means it is basically PQ power, right? PQ power means product, quotient and power. This is the trick to remember this logarithmic differentiation, PQ power. Okay, and before going this, why, I mean in case of power function, yeah, product of some functions, yeah, quotient of two functions, why it is convenient, or why logarithmic answer may be one of the logarithmic differentiation may be one of the answers to these questions. And as you are aware of laws of logarithm, log mn equal to log m plus log n. Okay, so it means whenever you have product of this log m plus log n, log m by n equal to log m minus log n, and log m to the power n equal to n into log m. So whenever we have power function log m to the power n equal to n log m, so then we get product of two functions, a product of two terms. Product rule can be applied now. Whenever you have quotient of two functions log m by n equal to log m minus log n, so derivative of this equal to derivative of this. Log mn, whenever you have product of two functions, so even if it is three functions the product, log mn p equal to log m plus log n plus log p. If you have log mn p q, that is equal to log m plus log n plus log p plus log q, right? So logarithmic differentiation will be very convenient to use in such cases. So you are aware of the laws of the logarithm, and also log a base a equal to 1. You know the logic, because anything to the power 1 equal to that. A to the power 1 equal to a. If you take e here, e to the power 1 equal to e. So log a base a equal to 1. Log e equal to 1. So here I have not mentioned any base here. It means I am considering natural logarithm in fact in all the cases. So natural logarithm means base e. So log e base e equal to 1. Log 1 equal to 0. So base can be any number greater than 0. So something to the power 0 equal to 1. So log 1 equal to 0. So these are the basics we need to know before we proceed further. Okay, and unless the something else is mentioned, unless the base is specifically mentioned, we will consider the logarithm as natural logarithm. Okay, throughout the exercise, throughout the syllabus, in fact, if base of the logarithm is not mentioned, we will consider it as logarithm with base e, means natural logarithm. So we will take some questions to be very clear and to have clear understanding about logarithmic differentiation. So to go further, so I am taking some questions, and in fact I will consider the three types one by one. Type 1, I am considering power function, right? When the one function is power of another function. Okay, so it means the function is of the form fx to the power gx. Okay, and to start with a very simple question, so let me take y equal to x to the power x. So in such questions what we need to do? So what is the procedure? Taking logarithm of both sides. So log y equal to log of this, log x to the power x, and we know log m to the power n equal to n into log m. So this implies log y equal to x into log x. Okay, log m to the power n equal to n into log m. Clear? So next step is differentiating both sides. Differentiating both sides with respect to x. So this is, you see, log y function of y, then y function of x. Okay, so it means whenever you find d by dx of log y, first of all log y with respect to y, 1 by y into y with respect to x dy by dx equal to, here you see, x into log x. Okay, u into v. So derivative of x is 1, then log x plus x into d by dx of log x, 1 by x. Means you are getting here dy by dx equal to y into log x plus 1. Or your final answer for this question is dy by dx equal to y into 1 plus log x plus 1. No problem. So this is y, means you have to replace y by its value x to the power x. Okay, just look at the steps. Okay, is it clear? First step we have taking logarithm of both sides. Okay, so up to this, then differentiate both sides with respect to x. So then dy by dx equal to y into this. So y is replaced by x to the power x. You clear? Our second question is y equal to log x power cos x. So again it is coming under type 1. So fx power gx, the procedure remains same. Taking logarithm of both sides. Now this side log y equal to log of log x power cos x. Log m to the power n is m log n, right? So you can write here cos x into log of log x. Is it clear? Log m to the power n is n into log m. Okay. Now differentiating both sides. Okay, this we have used. Now differentiating both sides. Differentiating both sides with respect to x. So this implies, so I said earlier, log y with respect to y with respect to x, 1 by y dy by dx equal to, here you have cos x log x. So we are going to use product rule here. So logarithm of cos x, cos x into log x. So d by dx of cos x into this plus cos x into d by dx of this. Okay, so cos x, derivative of cos x is minus sin x into log of log x plus cos x into log of log x. You can differentiate log of log x with respect to log x, means 1 by log x into log x with respect to x is 1 by x. So you have dy by dx equal to y into, this is minus sin x into log of log x plus cos x by x into log x. Or you can say dy by dx is y means we have taken log x power cos x. So here you see you can write like this, cos x by x log x minus sin x into log x. Okay, that's it. So the basic algebra, please have a look at the steps. Okay, is it clear? So next question is question number 3. Cos x power y equal to cos y power x. Okay, so we have two sides, LHS and RHS, and here also we have power function, here also we have power function. So taking logarithm of both sides, taking logarithm of both sides. So logarithm of this will be what? It is in the form of fx power gx or m to the power n. Log m to the power n is n log m. So y log cos x equal to x into log cos y. Clear? Now you see y into log cos x into log cos y. So in both the sides we are having product of two functions. Differentiating both sides. Differentiating both sides with respect to x. So here y into log cos x. We are going to use product rule. So y का derivative dy by dx into log cos x plus y into log cos x function of cos x function of x. So log cos x with respect to cos x will be 1 by cos x. Cos x with respect to x is minus sin x equal to, here it is x into log cos y. So here derivative of x 1 into log cos y, then plus here it is x log cos y function of cos y function of y, then dy by dx. Okay, so here you can take just here log cos y with respect to cos y 1 by cos y with respect to y minus sin y into dy by dx. So this implies you have dy by dx term here, you have dy by dx term here. Okay, so it is just like your implicit differentiation, taking dy by dx to terms to one side and without dy by dx to other side. So if I write here dy by dx, this is our log cos x and this is x minus tan y into dy by dx. So taking dy by dx here, it is plus x tan y. This is equal to, you have log cos y, this term will be going to that side, plus y tan x. Okay, so this is now dy by dx equal to log cos y plus y tan x divided by log cos x plus x into tan y. Okay, so this is your dy by dx. So here, see, if you take like dy by dx for this, then dy by dx for this, then equate both sides, it will be a bit lengthy. Okay, you will get answer. And but if you write like this, it is fx power gx type. This is also similar type. Take logarithm of both sides and then equate for dy by dx the way you do in case of implicit function. Okay. So next question is, though it is under type 1 we have taken. So here you see y equal to x to the power sin x plus sin x power cos x. But here we can take logarithm of both sides directly, because see if we write here log m plus n, so it is not equal to, okay, so if we do not have this property, log m plus n is not equal to log m plus log n. Okay, so we have log m into n equal to log m plus log n, right? So because we do not have log m plus n equal to log m plus log n, we do not have this property, so we cannot take logarithm of both sides. So even if you take log y, then log of this, but you cannot separate them, right? So that is the reason. So what we will do here, let u equal to x to the power sin x and v equal to sin x power cos x. So it means we are taking them as two separate terms, then we will differentiate. Means now as per this thing, y equal to u plus v. So dy by dx should be du by dx plus dv by dx. Okay, so first of all we will differentiate this, then this, then take the sum of both. So here you see now taking like this, log u equal to sin x log x. And now we have taken logarithm of both sides. Now differentiating both sides with respect to x, 1 by u into du by dx, sin x into log x. So sin x derivative is cos x into log x plus sin x derivative of log x is 1 by x. It means your du by dx equal to u into cos x log x plus sin x by x. It means du by dx is x to the power sin x into cos x log x plus sin x by x. Okay, is it clear? Now next one is second term, taking logarithm of both sides, log v equal to cos x into log sin x. Now differentiate both sides with respect to x. So 1 by v dv by dx is, we have to differentiate cos x into log sin x. d by dx of cos x is minus sin x into log sin x plus cos x into log sin x. Log sin x with respect to sin x with respect to x. So 1 by sin x into cos x. Okay, so it means we are having dv by dx equal to v into, this is your cos square x by sin x, cos square x by sin x minus sin x log sin x. So dv by dx is, v means here sin x power cos x. cos square x by sin x minus sin x into log sin x. So we have du by dx and dv by dx. We want dy by dx. So dy by dx is what? Y equal to u plus v. So dy by dx should be du by dx plus dv by dx. So it means sum of the two. So x to the power sin x into cos x log x plus sin x by x plus sin x power cos x into cos square x by sin x minus sin x into log sin x. Okay, so this is the answer, and such questions come in 4 marks. Okay, so even the previous question also many times it has come in CBSE exam, and this is also one of the important questions from CBSE exam point of view. Okay, so and what common error children make here, the common error they make, they take logarithm of both sides, log y equal to, they take log this plus log this, so that common error they make. Please be careful here. So next one is type 2. So whenever the function is product of more than two functions. So here it is y equal to cos x into cos 2x into cos 3x. So here you may think, okay, we can do like no y equal to uvw. So that's fine, you can do it. Okay. So but here it is much more convenient in this way. So taking logarithm of both sides. So y का logarithm log y, that is equal to log of this, means log mnp, that is equal to log m plus log n plus log p. Okay, so it is log cos x plus log cos 2x plus log cos 3x. We are using here log mnp equal to log m plus log n plus log p. So now differentiate both sides with respect to x. So 1 by y dy by dx. Now log cos x with respect to cos x into cos x with respect to x. So I hope by this time you are familiar with chain rule and implicit functions. Plus log cos 2x with respect to cos 2x, 1 by cos 2x, cos 2x with respect to 2x minus sin 2x, and 2x with respect to x is 2. Now this one plus 1 by cos 3x, log cos 3x with respect to cos 3x into minus sin 3x into 3. Okay, so this implies your dy by dx equal to y into minus tan x minus 2 tan 2x minus 3 tan 3x. So y is what? Cos x, cos 2x, cos 3x into minus tan x minus 2 tan 2x minus 3 tan 3x. Okay, so if you want you can simplify this also. Okay, so simplification like no minus tan x, you can write here minus sin x by cos x, again minus of 2 sin 2x by cos 2x, again minus 3 sin 3x by cos 3x, then you can simplify, it can be cancelled out. Okay, so I think that simplification part you can do, but should I do one more step? Yeah, so dy by dx equal to It is your cos x, cos 2x, cos 3x. I can take this minus out. So then you can have sin x by cos x plus 2 sin 2x by cos 2x plus 3 sin 3x by cos 3x. So I think the next step you can do. So I'm just keeping it here. So it means here whenever you take LCM, sin x into cos 2x, cos 3x, 2 sin 2x. Yes. So I think simplification part you can do. One more step is left. Okay. So otherwise you can keep the answer up to this. Okay. So just keep the answer up to this. If you want to simplify, you can simplify. 2 more steps will come. So type 3 is what? See, y equal to this. So this function is mixture of product, quotient and square root. Okay, in such questions, logarithmic differentiation is very convenient. So if I write here y equal to x minus 1 into x minus 2, x minus 3, x minus 4, x minus 5 whole to the power 1 by 2. Okay, then next we can take logarithm of both sides. So taking logarithm of both sides, we can have log y equal to half of log x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3, x minus 4, x minus 5. Okay, so half of log of this. So it is in the form of log m by n, means log m minus log n. Okay, so it is log y equal to half of, it is log x minus 1 into x minus 2 minus log of x minus 3, x minus 4, x minus 5. So here you see log m into n, log m plus log n. Here log mn p, that is log m plus log n plus log p. It means your log y is half of log x minus 1 plus log x minus 2 minus log x minus 3 minus log x minus 4 minus log x minus 5. Okay, so now if you differentiate, it is very easy. Now differentiating both sides with respect to x. So differentiating both sides with respect to x, you are having 1 by y into dy by dx. This is equal to half of, now log x minus 1 with respect to x minus 1 is 1 by x minus 1. X minus 1 with respect to x is 1. So you are getting here 1 by x minus 1 plus similarly here 1 by x minus 2, because derivative of x minus 2 with respect to x is 1, minus 1 by x minus 3 minus 1 by x minus 4 is. Okay, so 1 by y of this. If you want to simplify this, yeah, so dy by dx, just let me write it here. So dy by dx is what? Dy by dx is y into this. So it is your y by 2. Now if you want, you can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 factors. If you want to just now split it, it's fine. Otherwise you can just write like this. So it is 1 by x minus 1, 1 plus 1 by x minus 2 minus 1 by x minus 3, 1 by x minus 4 minus 1 by x minus 5. Just simply replace the value of y. Y is what? Under root x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3, x minus 4, x minus 5. Okay, this is y. Then whatever we have here, 1 by x minus 1 plus 1 by x minus 2 minus 1 by x minus 3, x minus 4, this. Okay. So basically these are some of the questions involving logarithmic differentiation, and to identify the best way, like PQ power. P for product, whenever you have product of two or more functions and some of the functions may be a bit complicated, so logarithmic differentiation will be very convenient for this such questions to use. And quotient of two functions, like in this case, that was the both numerator denominator, and the numerator is having two factors, denominator is having three factors, and overall square root of the whole thing. So in that case, using chain rule, you can get the answer, but it would be very lengthy also. Okay, just to avoid such, complexity, logarithmic differentiation is very convenient. And one more thing you have to see, whenever you have, for example, y equal to sin x power something, sin x power log x plus log x power x, such questions do not take logarithm of both sides. You have to take u, v, then y equal to u plus v, then du by dx, dv by dx, then after that dy by dx equal to du by dx plus dv by dx. So that type of questions, the children make a common error by taking logarithm directly, logarithm of both sides directly from the beginning. The whole question, even if you know the differentiation, you can do much, right? Because the first step is wrong, and even if you differentiate correctly, you do not get any mark in that such questions. And one more type, similar type, suppose for example a to the power x, x to the power x plus x to the power y, okay, equal to some constant. So in such questions, so again you have to take u plus v equal to constant. So du by dx plus dv by dx equal to 0. Then you can easily get your dy by dx. So and again, the more than anything else, how much I tell you here. So unless you practice on your own, it would have a very little effect. Okay, and you really can gain confidence by practicing a lot. Once you understand the concept, the onus is on you, how much you are practicing and how much you are clarifying your doubts. Okay, so thank you so much. So we have to wind up the class today here, and so every day we are just doing one portion of this topic. Okay, and if you can keep pace of this thing, means today we have done logarithmic differentiation. If you can practice logarithmic differentiation, next class we can come up with parametric form differentiation of function in parametric form. So then the whole chapter can be covered like this. Okay, so thank you so much and all the best.